Are you part of an artisan economy? If you live in Durango, you probably are. Charles Hang, an associate professor of urban studies and planning at Oregon State University, was in Durango earlier this month at the invitation of the San Juan Citizens Alliance and the Durango Business Improvement District to talk about the future of the economy. And one day soon, the national economy is going to look a lot like Durango's economy. Hang is the author of Brews to Bikes, a study of Portland, Oregon's artisan economy. Hang said artisan economies emphasize handmade over standardized production. Products are locally distinct and reflect the place and culture in which they are made. An artisan economy is highly individualized, and paradoxically, it's thriving because of the standardization and uniformity of the global economy. Artisans, he said, are successful because of the internet. The internet provides a global venue that encourages the formation of thousands of communities based on interests. Artisans can market their goods worldwide by finding those communities whose highly specialized interests match their goods. They can also create business structures through the internet. Need an accountant? Hire one online. Need someone to help you with marketing? Hire a consultant online. There's also growing appreciation for handmade goods, knowing the story of the person who makes the product and knowing where the product comes from. It's like the difference between a turquoise necklace made by a Navajo silversmith or a Chinese factory worker.
What I say is that the economy will look more like an artisan economy in the future. Most places will get to it, but there's trendsetters and there's people who are out front. They're kind of the cutting edge, and Durango clearly is part of that cutting edge. And Portland is as well.
Hang said that Durango definitely has a strong artisan economy. Like Portland, Oregon, Durango has a thriving community of entrepreneurs that embrace the values of innovation and sustainability. They're at the heart of the artisan movement.
They're actually fashioning the product. There's a sort of new intellectual respect for handmade things in the sense that we used to divide mental life, the white-collar worker, from the blue-collar worker. Now, in the artisan, that's sort of rehealed again, and the intellectual work, the real intellectual work that goes on in craft making, is sort of brought back together. In terms of organizational structure, much more small scale, much more handmade, much more in terms of how they work. It's more project-based. It's not, you don't have a routine set of hours. You're sort of more like having a vocation where you are sort of all the time sort of thinking about the world that you live in and the products that you make.
Hang admits that Durango's limited job market probably helps to contribute to the formation of an artisan economy. Scott Brewing President Dave Theobald often jokes that the brewery got its start after its founders were fired from purgatory. But the artisan economy is also a national trend as younger workers seek out more fulfilling jobs and more control over their lives.
I think there's a bit of push-pull. So as these opportunities for other kinds of, in full-time, lifetime employment have been going away, then that's sort of pushing younger people, especially who are not anchored in the older economy, it's pushing them into finding new ways to fend for themselves, essentially create things that people might want to have. At the same time, there's this pull factor. They want that autonomy. They want that kind of deeper orientation to the things they make. They want that sense of human scale. They want that sense of self-reliance, that they can actually put their hands on what they're doing. That's a really important feeling that people get from making things on their own. And as we talk to artisans, that came across over and over again, that sense of autonomy, sense of getting their hands on things and kind of taking responsibility for the world that was around them.
You can learn more about the artisan economy movement on the Oregon State University website at pdx.edu. After the break, Jordan Alexander with our Furry Friends segment.